Today on Is It Worth It? We've got the brand new BZ4X. Yes, Toyota's first full electric SUV, and we're going to find out whether it's worth it. We're going to give it a full test drive and review, but let us know in the comment section below after this video what you think. So let's get right to it. Believe it or not, this is Toyota's first full electric car, and that might become a bit of a surprise to some people because you think, well, Toyota, they've got the Prius, been out for ages, but no, this is their full battery electric vehicle made from the ground up, and it shares Toyota's new TNGA platform, which stands for Toyota's new global architecture. This shares the same platform as the Lexus RZ and its Subaru variant called the Solterra. So the BZ4X started life as a concept car in 2019. It was teased by Toyota, but then in 2021 at the Shanghai Auto Show, it was officially released, and this was really to show Toyota's new future with this full electric. Now, the BZ stands for Beyond Zero, which is to kind of signify zero emissions for a full electric car. So let's take a look at the front design. And first off, it looks a bit quirky, a bit wedge shaped, futuristic looking. You've got these nice kind of piercing LED front headlights. These are daytime running lights as well. It's in this nice blue, but also what's weird and kind of looks a lot different to any other cars, you've got this kind of plastic paneling, and that's all the way around the car. I don't know whether you like that or not, let us know in the comments. But at the front here, you've got some front splitter, and you've got your front facing camera here as well, and also a front intake here to help cool the battery as well. So yeah, I do like it. It looks a bit fresh. I like the big Toyota badge on the front. If you do enjoy this content, which I'm hoping you do, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do. But let's have a look at the side profile, and this is the middle trim of the BZ4X. They call it the Motion. You get the Pure, which is the entry level, Motion, which we have here, and also you get the Vision. Pretty much on all levels, you get 18-inch alloy wheels. You've got the electric badge here, kind of detailing here, along across here, kind of sways across. Looks pretty nice. And then on the side skirts, again, in that same sort of plastic detailing across here, and especially on the rear latch. It does look similar here to the new RAV4. I'm sure there is going to be elements of that across. So let's have a look at the rear design. And first off, you'll notice the striking LED light bar that they've got. Many manufacturers are going that way as well. Even though this is a mid-sized compact SUV, it does sort of give a kind of slopish coupe-like vibe at the back. Ducktail spoiler at the back, which bulges out from the LED light bar. Here on the back, you do get your camera sensor here as well, a big massive rear bumper, and also a slight diffuser at the bottom here. But again, that's just wrapped in that plastic paneling across the car. So let's have a look at the boot space, and this is an electronic tailgate. Now, Toyota do promise 452 litres of boot space. Let's have a look here. You get this Toyota logo where you can put your cables in. You do get the DC and AC connector. Just show you here, you've got sort of like a rugged BZ4X logo mat here. Underneath here, you've got some cable space there, but there doesn't seem to be a spare tyre. You've just got a few little hooks here and a light there at the back. Now the seats do fold down here with this latch, but they don't fold all the way flat because of the battery at the bottom. You do get a little load cover, which is there. So what's the interior like inside the BZ4X? First of all, the cabin feels just a little darkish and grey, which is pretty much the colour theme around in this cabin interior. Now you do get some fabrics and also synthetic leathers, even on the dash as well, which is a bit different. Weirdly enough though, you do not get a glove compartment. Instead, you've got a groove here at the top with the airbags to kind of maybe put your glasses in. Now, the front dash stretches really far outwards, and that kind of incorporates this odd looking sort of digital cluster with this plastic around here. Some of the materials slightly questionable. The front center console here, it's covered in this plastic piano black. Feels quite sturdy, but the actual design of this does look like it's come straight from Lexus, which isn't a bad thing because the actual display and the touchscreen works really well. You do get Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Also, if you are curious about upgrading to a wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto setup, say for an older Toyota model, I've left a link in the description for the Car ABC Toyota adapter. It's an easy setup process, but does require a bit of manual installation. It works with most Toyota models from 2014 to 2019, but please check you have the correct model up before obtaining. So an Apple CarPlay, so you can put your phone in here, you get a wireless charging mat, got all your modes here, and you get some buttons for your air conditioning. You can control sort of the temperature, which is good. You do get touch sensitive buttons along the bottom. They can be a little fiddly, but again, Toyota have helped you out. Kind of small standard piano key buttons here. The steering wheel itself does feel okay, kind of like a Prius. You've got voice controls and all your dials. Driving positions quite high up, but steering wheel can actually get in the way of the digital cluster, and the display just doesn't seem as crisp. I think it would have been better just with a full heads-up display. You've got an inbuilt sensor just above the steering wheel, which actually monitors whether you're looking at your phone or if you're not paying attention, and it will bleep. Can be a little annoying now and again, but it is there for safety, I should say. You do have your vents either side of the dash, and again inside, Toyota have gone for, instead of a clear path through, because there is no transmission tunnel, instead they've used the center console here to pop some stuff in. Now you can actually fit sort of like a handbag in there. Got a 12-volt socket with a standard USB and USB-C. And you've got this sliding middle cubby here. You can take this out and you get a bit more deeper room, but there's no USB-C ports as well. Sort of like a mixed bag with the quality of materials. So you've got hard plastics here. The door bins, you can quite fit some decent sized bottles in there. Nice vanity mirrors with the lights, that's good. You've got an SOS button in the middle, and of course you've got your microphones there as well. Now the gear selector is a bit different. You push down and rotate left or right, which is quite a nice difference. You've got 360 cameras, but weirdly enough, the resolution on the cameras isn't that great. You can adjust the contrast and the brightness, but that still doesn't make up for kind of the lower quality 360 camera. Other than that though, sort of the layout of the interior is a bit different. Let's have a look at the space in the back. Got loads of leg room in the back here, and also because there's no transmission, so you can put your legs out here. What's it like in the middle? Yep, absolutely fine. At the back you've got the faux leather effect with the fabrics at the back. Here you don't get any screen, you just get on the middle trim just 2 USB-C ports and your fans here to control the aircon. You do get a folding out armrest here, Isofix seats as well, and remember the seats do fold down but not all the way flat. Prominent light in the middle. You don't get any side lights. You've got the piano black plastic here on the door bins. Overall, yeah, I'm really impressed with the room inside at the back of the cabin. The previous CEO of Toyota wasn't really 100% keen on a full electric future. Instead, they're actually pushing hydrogen, and they've already done that with the new Mirai. So I've got the single motor 74 kilowatt. You can actually get this in a 4-wheel drive dual motor setup as well. May just be a little bit more smooth, but it's not like you're going to take this off-road as such. It seems stable enough, and I'm sure that's got a lot to do with the battery on the bottom. It seems to ride and handle pretty well. The grip is okay. More a solidified drive, nothing really exciting. The suspension's really made for town and city driving. It's not firm entirely, but you do get to hear the bumps but not feel them as much. You only get a tiny bit of body roll, which is quite impressive considering the height and the size of the car. Bit of controversy with this car, because this was actually meant to come with one of those new yoke designs, sort of out like an aircraft. Now, a lot of people kind of snarled at that. I think Tesla tried a little bit with the Tesla Model S, but in fact Toyota decided against that and have just put a normal steering wheel. One of the most amazing things with this car is you do actually get a 10-year warranty with this. Yes, a 7 to 8 year warranty with the battery is standard, but you get a 10-year warranty just so as long as you use a fully licensed Toyota dealership. We've also done a real world range test on the BZ4X as well. If you want to have a look at that, just click up there, take you to that video. But also, if you're into your cars, there's a nice little highlight for the Goodwood Festival of Speed where we took the BZ4X down there. There's no sport mode with this. All you've got is eco mode and snow mode. Would have been nice to have some sort of a sport mode, maybe just stiffen the steering up slightly. You can use your regenerative braking mode. If you click this button here, it will enable a more harsher regenerative braking, and that will of course use that kinetic energy back into the battery. It's an easy car to use day to day, and I think that's what many Toyota owners want. So let's wrap up this video review on the new 2023 BZ4X. Yes, Toyota's surprisingly first full electric SUV. I do quite like the exterior design. It drives okay. I think everyday ownership will be absolutely fine if you can live with the range. but also the boot space as well in the back just isn't as big as some other rivals. However, there's plenty of space in the back. I don't think it's a bad choice at all. However, we'd like to know what you think. Let us know in the comments section below if you do think the BZ4X is worth it. A massive shout out to the RRG group of Bolton Toyota for letting us review this brand new BZ4X. If you'd like to know more or even book a test drive, I'll leave a link in the description below. Also, if you have enjoyed this content and would like to see more, give us a big thumbs up and do subscribe. It really does help the channel out. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again on the next one on Is It Worth It?